aha nti achemade no oyos meba be si wo
first of all to be to kromase
mba
kromase the test no untanya bi nti wenya toto be si kromase
na wasa fa wofro
to be si kromase
to agric
so opa to be agric junction ana wanya agric junction ebodo na agric junction ka ni ho a so ba dwenase right edunase for no most of them everybody be see Santander runabout ana say depot
police depot
kakra bi na benya no so okọ obakrum so time what time dey a obetwen na opede ebedum but only time ntino either obekọ to Santander runabout ana obesi depot but in most cases you na Santander runabout na boy ko so depot
ana wasa fa bia bedum
ansa na wasa fa de ebedum
bonya de ebedi
you know and how you my experience here
eno na yi former sports minister mia bibia honorable ezekesiama
me tene kacho
o say yabane aba
no
aso ye de na ato ye
aso me si Egypt yabane aba aso ye na ato ye
I think so
yes
no matter the esi
then I just like that atmosphere honestly
na odi aseda amanyame from 1st of January captain ebe pim eda bronya ne be chase 24 no 25 26 27th year holiday de ba ni nyine difra 28 29 30th 31st
good
anajo ai be kwa koda nyame ase na o se boy ho ban de awura afufufo
no ya
na enye easy
a long journey
enti emfa ho ne de wo kakra bi a wanya bia no wasiesie a wanya bia no juwani na da nyame ase
etimi there be a Christmas I am the best holiday or holidays in this world na no taka say Easter na there but me you holiday bi anyam dance Christmas da the holiday bi anyam da una ma bonten kura na enfama otwena ne mu hwam and mu hwam say no man this no so that's good that's all
yento aso Pedro wa Madina Cruz menya message ne da say sa so ena Kwame Adomako watching the show live at Ashton. Good evening striker Krobia Sante Kotoko will surely silence Brekum Chelsea this evening and update me on House of Folk vs Sante Kotoko game. Captain, when your latest be?
Honestly,
because they made TSC and say MC game next Sunday.
Yes, sir. On the show, no. Before so you know, on the conference about Sunday,
no. And it's a game about Sunday. Sunday.
Okay.
Ana ne Samuel Edifi eye kunsu kodokrum. House of Folk down 4 is my happiness. Fabulous yen konkwa. Eno ana ne Samuel there. Dr. Danny Macro Junction. Dr. Danny Emson also call for unit committee member. Macro electoral area. Dr. Danny nyame beboa na osu watimi awuramu bi. Say yen call for bebre na politics mu. Samrema you know. Say okwa amokoma minu yake to ba ko Randy so pass amema no ho.
Okay, Randy I know that guy.
Yes, amokom nti amokomfo mo nche Randy animonyam ya na mo mpo mo beto mo ho asi wo ambe ye adwuma.
So nipa statesman so oranfi no.
Yes, statesman so ye daban.
I tell the second time or third time woko ni.
Statesman there.
I said the
time. O ma kwa na daban for no kwa ba be ka kire me say afidi statesman.
This time they do no so.
O say do no so.
Oh okay.
Nti eyi na komo kwa nka alanche mate e do no so.
I do no.
Nti mamu ko e bibia.
O ni fitete.
Mamu ko e bibia ma statesman resign.
Say. He is a complete man. He is a complete man. Right? Yeah, he's a complete person.
Yes.
O say o wari we o so to ne ma. You say that things as the Kronijana obetuma so. Okay. The Kronija with my so you go ana so what onipa so ko di cham so.
Why?
Felicia Bakon.
What's up? Okay. From the Ghana Premier League, almost say House of Folk Asante Kotoko Sunday 10th December.
Okay.
Babayara Sports Stadium 3 p.m. Next year kwesi dey ya.
Confirm
game ne baso. Nti we confirm.
Okay.
Omega oyi ba ko pim e wa ha. Enti captain me ba na ahwe me sure so monitor press conference na course no.
Yes, but we need a lot of information. Me I was so in a me say many a lot of information, but then kakra matia na they are denying that I say they've not done that. Onya they only coach no e can assassinate coach no. So I think that only buttresses me point and I make an up no. Say na me what you say. Say if indeed you say you mum hey. Na me say man ajiman I catch the I heard of sports there. Mempep se mehu siasia mempese siasia ba betra show no so. Because siasia ebia so and so ntino me man ma show no so. Right? O catch the men fans say no anwumre. E na oba no pa no obi microphone siasia nkasa. One, Papa no, what is respect Papa no?
Mamenka kakaka. Okay. We are from the official page of Accra to Folk.
Okay.
More X page, Kane Twitter.
Okay.
Has board press briefing or say on Kopman. We believe strongly that cooperation is what can give you good results. Cooperation can give you good results. As in Kabumu and etimide a results eba. The board finds Koopman's statement very distasteful. The board has never said to any coach or Koopman that he shouldn't use the players he mentioned. We are from Haas board. On Koopman player selection allegation, we want to put on record that by the time we played our 7th league match, Koopman had used 28 players, except 2 who were on the injury list.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so. Koopman was solely in charge of player selection in the team. He was given full responsibility. We went in for Koopman because we were looking for a coach with maturity and a coach with experience. Good. He came up on top of the list of coaches before he was hired. When Rene arrived at Haas, he was impressed by the facilities and said any player who fails to succeed at Haas would have himself to blame. There's some coach in the buy or share facilities in our Haas and I say, Haas, and no man will wait there. Play a beer of what has a folk, I'll be failing the next or no, no, so failing.
So,
almost the negative comments will not deter us from achieving what we have set for ourselves. No, kakra, except kakra PP mu ewo ntombe so mo chese ne nshase ni mu no. Almost say we believe strongly that cooperation is what can give you good results.
Yeah.
But here koso na almost say the coach was solely in charge of player selection. Now by no, we use 28 players. Now only 2 players per and went to menu some because of injury.
Good. So now everybody na make no. Me believe we say me allow coaching kwa Emmanuel run team. Me that's my belief. And they don't coach na bia no. I will just say that the reason being that maybe say football baby do no. Say that has work and cooperation is very important, a key. You judge over issues. So if you ask me something about any of players bia of my players, not say me idea, I will tell you. Right? So say impose has for catch and say she players be if you say players you commitment and you say yeah. I don't think they win to be that. But young say football supporters crouch hono. Ask yourself, I don't know support the trans almost no. Said that Justice Blay and them I said on bubble. So they could have allowed the coach to do no Juma.
Yeah.
Now go when you lose. But the supporters feel say unim coach here. Not unim bar Dr. Keke suppose yes you know. And someone will say what those senior players are and then you from politicians no offer no. Young players no able to take time. So Koroko supporters there were no coaches oh. But almost some of them no and then minimum no to wa so Koroko bobo you say as one carry no mudika me boa
yes
and it was if house of folk management or even board I be on players ho no my advice coach and no say coach chincha wa kwa wie no na obaka sansem we and no na na small cause they believe they went in for a mature coach but the may coach come match say maturity nya obi na ofudwene eyo obi available sisi akwa wa 10 kwa wa je say wa em na the maturity
just na again
do say the people who obi a wa pani and sisi
David
adama kamboni
o ko fa do
oh na you come by here idea say enche
wait me defend one side but untrue ono so nsem o kana ga say
no me
enye obi a wafu dwene
me ka wie me nkom say enye no nkwa na che maturity
oh ye no
enye no nkwa na che maturity to some extent maybe that time to say maybe atum
say for ye Ghana for a ka wie nkom no
come so no do e be say nipa
say me na kan
kan no be say ni che say
na de come aka say ni ti hu afu dwene ti no
dey tell me ka che do Poku aduma mo e we o do your head there are a lot of things bia obonyo so bia obokwa there are a lot of meetings on ebe ya bia me impresso but we will talk about the collective responsibility na wajetum na move na moko so what you do every for repair me no sure stations are free to nyina wajina ba bi da akoyo new station also say oh they say oh station ana ya data kasi yenye say ana ya yenye say ana we say it just yes unche mature that's why I me drive out
ba me mfa ni tin ho dwene na wa nka
oh no no tun nam de ka
approach no
ono de sa dwuno adwuno de ono oyeboni na tun tun
na na ogina ho na oni ni padua na ogina de me mfa no nye no
aka majetum but the thing me can say maturity enchire obia sebe ni mfie kwani mu nko ase ebi o 70 years or 80 years or 90 years maturity is in the minds. More typical example be me papa carry the door house here me peniche no o de papa di o me peniche no enu afo nyina akwam say last born kra be pani a chen no but the kind of thing e papa ko to e no you ask yourself say hey en pani fo no mo na ade ye hono no na ye say so maturity number 7 can we say the bia enchire obi ani
maturity say mo na ko foforo
it is as mo can say support to be house of folk na o gina so any house of folk board akoko a na say any house of folk management be akoko na the coach na can na say ya you are not being fair to your club there are a lot of and can say Di Maria me sure I'm aware say has catch and say he cannot use him because at that time they were in an advanced stage move it on more transfer no right they were in an advanced stage e see what team bia mo wiase ya play bia of his own program for the upcoming season so coach will have catch us no don't use the player it's the classic Di Maria there and yet when we go to Di Maria house of folk in Swatman they were in an advanced stage except that house of folk the player management no felt to say no only deal no Mr. Bogana I know you are aware of this
me too
so if that player they do question or kwa e chese in house of folk only player they don't mind from books no the reason be that say no ya dey say e will be the time no but that decision has already been taken by house of folk as a club and no na communication to the coach but player nkwa because of contract with house of folk or I say house of folk player so when the player comes back na or ba and no just na manage empeno but because of that this is what take it here right 2 all these players funny say catch fine went who don't know boy the management the reason why he has used the 28 except 2 players no 28 players because I registered 30 players and I use 28 of them and then every player has of who is now you catch say uni striker and I catch yeah you hear ball no who kind out to be man Ghana nyina you know management no say ma kwa to aso and ma you so maturity ya juma ha I na me expect say obesa because scientific or no person dey achieve
obezo chese sa asem no kura sa na tie a
sa empo me city mu any in society ejuma ewom and some to because so and them decision be take here yam pene so the moment ejuma no be take that decision no banding onko out enko ka ho nsem ana ofiri ho I don't think say be here say we discuss that no with new station wa kwa na say bia wo bia so Kopman a hype man I me always respect I was interview a grant here right but beside because you have akacha has to work support say yes now your problem me problem with house of folk supporters or whoever. But this shouldn't be the base. I'm making so. And I hear a lot of things. Some catchers and the kotokono. It calls for cool hairs because I've come to realize, in football, you know, a do be a bit more was coming a bit more, and you may be a but say one the right things are. No problem.
See, I don't have problem. Be a issue or hasa. Then there are certain people among for appointed or move fingers at them.
Good.
I can be Odote Nyaho. I can be Odote Nyaho. From every quarters of House of Folk supporters, the almost said so coaches Banomo Mubo Mudi, players if you Mubo Mudi.
Good. Copman as was a board of directors. Copman as a coach, you know, I mentioned say I can be Odote.
But say offer in reference to Alaja can be no answer more bekan wa ha or say or no na Odote omo in charge of technical decisions omo na kwa be si omo it is a bibi koso when it got to do with technical issues definitely someone e be bo mudin.
My understanding of now your kind and say Togbe when it comes to player discussion Togbe enka ho mumbi Togbe osro right, they do that. But Oman can say solely. Omi no kwani bibia. It papa can say a board no. I want to believe that now papa free say Odote na the Akambia they have their names ko bobodi no. Come van ko fra board. Here papa that's what can I say Togbe afede. Mu nyina no ansama e ka ka humbi. But you know the problem with House of Folk supporters and Akambia no Odote say so wo bag and kakra as to how Alaja can be a board member. I think you sometimes bet tell mercy. Go the first say Alaja Kambe, for example, right? Alaja Kambe was a supporters leader, and House of Folk per their constitution before. Sena Alaja Kambe, we a board member. That's a free supporters, no supporters leader, we a board member. That was them. Meaning, because you say, liaison officer because of Tama. Everything, you know. So when Alaja Kambe term no so you know Lucia Bemetu Aheneba no, they thought to say Alaja Kambe vacated that position. Na Alaja friend say Bemetu Aheneba ebe issue kakra, and I know you are aware of this. Emuna Togbe adopte Alaja Kambe because of as a board chairman or power to appoint and not appointing no. Emma no castle and Alaja friend say company no house supporters leader no Otu Ahene and so kan. And who did not go down well with House of Folk supporters? A lot of them. From that time, basically, right? Saturday developer and say, "Enkoya, Tim Enkoya, Alaja Kambe, Ebem." Odote, ne House of Folk no. Or was the first time I call ye. Make hyper say MTN deal. Odote and a track my House of Folk at that time. A move on and a House of struggle at that time. Or also one to me that support, not that love now to folk supporters. I said, oh, they thought say he was not there. And on was one so coming back, no, that at the end that's all mutim. But the tempo grade, most part of last 2 seasons or someone can has home. I don't know parliament no.
But a very possible say Nipe Kuya, Debia, no Munkwan no more pointy fingers at them.
Well, say when the board takes a decision, for example, Nana Tobe, what do you do to the run of House of Folk? For example, Obiti say, Papa, doctor, no time with the age, you don't expect him. But why that to the best of my knowledge, what I know is a House of Folk, every decision, where would they are the careers, the bar, ever implemented by implementation, approval comes from the board. They cannot, Odote and Akambi cannot take a decision. I want to say final. So anything, most of the thing that they do, instruction from the board. Because on the board not form say day to day no, on the running, on the more money. So say I can't say something come fair there. It should be the board. And the board no, as far as I'm concerned, let me tell you, it has to folk. It is as it stands now, any more than 6 and a function pa. Who's House of Folk board no? 2 and perform any do. No, I just forgotten their names. and they bought do also call about committee them. Ebi yare me do yare and omo enkobium. Those members are active panel. Let me give you their names. Alaja Kambe. Vessels Odote. Tobe Afede. Judge no, Ivy Hold Mills no. Sometimes me issue word way adversely. Sometimes Frank Nelson Ngukulu. And but who come on 6 as I said 7. All is only active pa. All other the rest no any active or board no to be. Because others say yare and that's what do or jai. What I say? You know, the workers will feel that I got bring now because of more time because of maybe Jumano or for my Jumano complete or more area then young for board for phone and Salmon. So don't tell me you or my victims of say supporters only closer to the supporters of home. But decision be I take a house of folk. I implementing no. I would endorsement from the bigger board no. In fact, my cousin with message to be able to say to be affected. One or executive chairman of House of Folk. The executive chairman does day-to-day work of House of Folk. So all these things come into play. But then, in most times, no, because the women are the face, no, people tend to do all sort of things against them. Yes, of course, everybody decides to resign. But maybe also free say, and the more board no has no to know, and for that matter, to be afraid, no, obviously they are on the right path. But me, my advice is say, tone down. I said that to Asante and I said that to House of Folk. It's done about by now, because I had the same old story no more. So I suppose that's a Kasapa. How would I say, as a team performer?
Good afternoon, striker, respectively. Cobman is speaking the truth. The same thing was said to Boadu, but Boadu's situation is different now because he wants to come back. Zeti, the other Abana. I'm also the message is about Sayuba Tahiru. Or your house supporter can say.
Yes, Matindi, no.
I can see Siasia always praying for our team to sink all the time. Famous Max. And also Eddie say I can be Odote Nyawo don't respect we the supporters. Watching the show live at Live and Clear inside UK. We also saw Pato of Pato Laundry Services. And also the other Benny. Things not going well and we have to get proper management to run the club. We have been changing coaches and it's time to change them too. And no Pato there out there Abba and no. Unim Katachie Kwame Poku.
Matidi and the Baminim.
Unim no. When was Yasia appointed as PR officer of Haas of Folk? Seems to defend Haas of Folk leaders more than their supporters.
Some comment. I know I'm doing the right thing. Right? I know I'm doing the right thing. So I'm not going to say me defend you. But that's not the case. You might say you fetch for information, right? You information on our account. And sometimes we do even more further checks on Sanema. And you know, I don't want to say what to house over here, but I can be you did not to go na team no fancy or my duty shareholder this come kese no only problem by always letting them do the work. Is he telling me say on support the cause wa only by Sanema no
or say who defend the House of Folk more than even House of Folk supporters no
I think Parado
so the management member
that's what I support that maybe I support that you know I know Parado defense has more than that but the information that I'm a company that's what I say. Okay. And maybe on another platform issue from Banana say omubi the phone say clearly show say omonia wa mo ye ntwa ya I will give it to them so you know me me and Okatache Kwame Poku is not what you think.
Zach
do one of
told you TB
yeah
never alive
never alive na me monitor
sir
yeah okay. Oh more social media and that so now one of the most me name the word I should use press conference ehia ɛso nimfa so
oh David
ba ko a mehu sɛ ayi no kroma se pa na de ko so akra na ewie no it is needless na me person me so useless intana me so useless no intana me so needless because o man ga hwe o jibo
nsam ne de go yi
o man ga hwe
una wenti ana
da bi o se coach se o se ma me ma Zakito Tino captain siasa emmobo o be defend wa se ya nkasa wankasa eno keke the man is mentioning name say o se ma me ma Zakito ma me ma siasa emmobo so if you are fitting what he's saying you back it with at least can be I mo bi kire say
I don't know almost say so mobile no more preventive coaching so man nya adwuma anka ba 30 players no register ko nya kwan fa mu 28 mobile
na asem na oka na so omonti ase o mo board no omonti coach na asem na ase o say mo kasema me use these players but I use them ese bia he didn't use them o so say they wanted him not to use those players but for no and can you no answer players ready say the coach ni party report but for he the coach nanga sa boys no come kiki boy was for this season because board ni catch and say man sa boys no but ono de no problem to use omo if you want to say some na no kra at least give us something very odi an say ya ankasa na as first squad no only 2 or 3 players per and one bobo under him almost no omopra
teachers o man preventing from using any player
there be a say onum coach no was stubborn to disregard omo directives no say mo po I'll use those players the beginning of the problems with board ni na ni and today papa no edi yaw say ye pam free has not because onyade your family because he refused to listen to the board directives no any moment de yeah ni apam the free team ni mu I think say who shed nyama o mke kan ya na jibo like normal ya kan say o anya na kure but it is jibo has supported sebi they are not stupid say for a whole support base eti board person mo chere say ha support the na sebi umunim nyansa
abo mun ka say obi kan say onu
no say no person chere
amon ka say
say me say enti
almost say na asem ne yeka nti chusu wasie
no tie o
almost say almost mo kan say in reference to coach na asem no almost say coach na asem na wo kan nya no kure into your house of supporter na wo coach na asem na kan no abi na wo kan almost nya sa na tie wo team nim eno nchese supporter bi nim nyansa bombe so mo kire say wa asem na wo kan no enye sa na ekoso wo team nim
no say me po dem we am ka say sebi nim nyansa na me be kan asem bi say for a group of people jibo say has supporters about 90% to be at a position no should tell us something say na etia
o de na ye so be
o say at least CCI who for Facebook here Facebook 90% was Facebook ngwa just this Facebook live feed ngwa no we can get 90% there omo na one position say the thing say has problem no and say problems no I can be odote and back on graph former minister friend say top penino doctor
onye minister
former friend say
no council of elders
so Simon say the thing say they are not helping the cause of the club since I took the club way no you are changing coaches, you are changing CEO, you are changing MD, you are changing players, you are change your still now team improve. There has been only one constant factor since Togo took the club. Togo himself, Akambi Orote and Dr. Nyawata Bakulu. This constant one factor, it has never changed. Supporters if you say, you are players, yapam coaches yapam CEOs yapam NDs yapam players yapam bebre enye this constant factor they think is the problem until let's change them and see whether things will improve or not o say na mentia say but I can be has folk drum kwan bet me ya mato be
na de so ye adwuma mo bi say so de ni asanko yi no
until suppose if say nyima to gben I can be no rote yen emwa
na to gi so say
na de ye ni
o say eye
ni ye mo ni
problem ne nyoma
ne papa mo ni look at how the club is sinking. A club like has a folk up and coach 2 weeks to equal 3 weeks in ni omu left and right but equal 3 weeks oh they don't know who is coming and who say obi boss obi mo they don't know it means that
how many coaches didn't come
the decision that they took no it was emotional all the coach as no come as no
so intin assistant coach
it was emotional
na assistant coach ya take you over
ana akwoti saying Copman uka sa fe na away match no on lose no kwa no draw sana ukai Copman ebe before ebe sake no Copman kwa na ko draw ewa hin baby I think baby ani anu po no be fi say na nga say as win this game no ko draw ewa Heart of Lions so before Copman was sack the last 2 away games na has lose here but na dey na esi omo last 2 away games dey na esi eti baby has gina no all they are saying is that odi to be yesrew ye pa wachew yapam players eso mo nyaade yapam coaches eso mo nyaade yapam MDs eso mo nyaade yapam CEOs eso mo nyaade but some constant factor on have has fanato mo do so me glazers the three that Facebook for me picture na mo for picture no so mama so has fanato mo the glazers say Glazers they say Manchester and we also Glazers we also say House of Folk the Glazers of House of Folk they are destroying the club so the thing say sound of who the moment can change asogli ne insurance company ya abubo has buse ho nanu akami akwako ne
ofu say omudwumadi omudi no has no omu ni to board chairman no se do si pe no na ka onyi wo mo ebia de ti ha na yehu no nya sa no so hu no
mpacho e wa de from here to go hu ayehu ana
yes because ono na team ne dia ono na di ne sika shi team nim ono na obo team no ho ka nti ohu bibia wo
mpacho has a football club what is the primary objective of a football club
it depends on the target. But and the vision.
Has vision and target.
Vision even say he wanted to build a sporting complex for the club, which about 60-70% completed. Ebi atuza kitu uni say nyehwe, but ebi ono at a particular moment we say ade ne change 3 points on the pitch.
There be nobody at Hasofo can weigh that more than the food resource.
Pobi man.
Mpacho your club you wajibu has nye ayu me pese mo botim bia din dabi has no how ya be has no sen how do has no dey na has no has is has because of something has because of food resource
and am we food no do point be net ni baby kom betri ni
yes and oh yeah fine you are doing it
ti be do maybe the 3 points ne beti akọ
and mpacho esmila mo ba stadium anameboa enti mo bawe enti I say ya mo qualify for Champions League
o musika sem enkosoro emo ntimi ento players akese boarding akese te say the other clubs to no
eno so nche say AC Milan mo pe Champions League mo enei na nu ya efani say Arsenal ya kana say me tell o mu stadium no mo Champions League
be do point bi no Arsenal for na akra sacrifice here
ba na mo bo
se ye stadium no ye fa your concentration ko stadium no ye betimi a compete there but e be a winning trophies and money ya be den by a stadium ni wie na stadium ni generate sika maya afa ni ye team ne be kwa ni me no hwa Arsenal Manchester to na Arsenal so to City to na Arsenal to enei Arsenal who come de go to Declan Rice.
Only say time na Arsenal AC stadium no mpo na time no mo Champions League pa. Mo si wie ya mo kere mo that you na after omo Champions League but tana no omo AC no when as winga yes stadium no every year no mo qualify Champions League eti your class you are you don't use infrastructure and just say man bo humodi o no house folk that be o then yan kan ba kotoko o kuruma say bi no a tama nkofo dey rebel excuses no who captain no kan kuruma say rebel is not an excuse say financial I defended them and then I don't know where they okay different thing I'm also defending house folk I don't okay different thing rebel and say yan show rebel say o rebel but things be o a yan fa rebel any excuse things be o a unka just o super mind no yan show ha supporters AD yaw omo yaw nya ne say team no nyama nko yie because if there is a board member Jibo this is serious say na eti Rafael Leao who has been AC Milan's best player for the past 2-3 seasons in here na you say a board member be aka just purely say me you Rafael Leao sa ni ba no mo permanent for AC Milan. Today there is a board member who is able to tell Kopman say man you should Di Maria meanwhile he is your best player for the past 3 seasons in here na you tori so mo so Salif Di Maria who for the past 3 seasons had the best player no board member say me man mbobo anya ani dey for the trash how etino at supporters as mo kan nyane say they've identified the problem is the 3 wise men. The problem is the 3 wise men. And all they are seeking for is that oh the emba mon tran chen for 1 month na hwa de. Oh the 1 month pe. Togbe. You understand? Oh the 1 month pe. I say 1 month no. Ah oh the 1 month so mo kwata nche na enyo mo a. No mama back e sa anya mo a.
Mate.
But 1 month die. Oh the togbe mo kwata nche 1 month pe. Say enyo mo a. Suppose I report match say to me.
Na so mo kwata nche.
Dabi ero na ye dada. Reminder that I like you say no go pop my. E ka so mo pop my.
Where's that like you how so to pop my.
Sabi kira no discussion. Ye ka so mo pop my no. Sabi kira no
ye Chelsea ne kotoko na nwumre kakra bi on the game.
Big game. Me say Chelsea boys so mo no pa. Me hon kotoko line up no. Baba ya starting. Mukwala is starting. Lamte is starting. Blay air starting. Oh no, Ponso air starting. Yeah. And we shall line up now. Oko the same side na Obono. 3 back Blay, Nuruddin Ansu. No abo Morrison as Neyi left wing back. FN is saying Opon will operate on the right side. And then a method of Sheriff Lamte Baba Yaya. And so Ewombizo and Mukwala. It's a very strong lineup. And a coach na name. Based on how Chelsea bomb our games, you know, you shouldn't underrate what Chelsea beat me. They are one of the best teams so far in the last 4 or 5 games. Yeah, boy in the Premier League.
Ahmed Adams, or that's what Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Ahmed over
back.
Hey, okay.
Ahmed is back or Chelsea. And who's almost different than now also call no one to enter
of course Spain no
so return okay so he is back and they have a very solid side Amankuna playing very well boy omoto obako to has score back Chelsea
mo play when Ronaldo no
Tete bi
Tete so go play Ameyao
Collins Ameyao so they have guys now they understand
every year that's all
If you Mishaka on a leader attack no. So they are a very good squad. I think say oh come abayara. Kotoko last 3 games no Emma look like say oh wa go be akotoko kwa fa go try for Chelsea so no. Anya an easy game. And what your more on book must be am having pa. Even if Kotoko win game na emba on a silver platter. Eti ye come abayara ende nwumre no. Me I say you go share game bia Kotoko go try for Musa dey be enyesa easy sir but I think say with the momentum na Kotoko epic no with the form now ma picking their last 3 games no any players no I or my said now they are going to play because now Osha boys attitude now they are willing to play. Osha no share previous now the first in the normal promo but now they are ready to play because of meetings in the mark Cosentino BBA air calm and they are willing to play. I think Zibo and if you so a slim goes to also 1-0 so 1-0 1 so but any based on how Chelsea so a bomb no if they score 2-1 be so very slim win be 1-0 2-1 scoreline and I'm sure but I think it will be a very very interesting and a strong game.
Well, I watched Kotoko game, the last Kotoko game on board against Accra. Is it Accra Lions or Lagos Cities? The second half was super. The second half performance was super. So I think that if they can build on that game, then you are going to watch a good game. I also watched that Chelsea game against House of Folk, and they were not almost looking like team on mobile way. And if I remember, I'm share Mediama, I'm share dreams. Now me can once him say if team and normally it's a team about Africa in league in Missouri, it's a team about Africa. Yeah, now almost form was through because of your own preparation almost started in term and because of competition of tough. But for Chelsea to have gone there to beat these two teams like Africa, no, HSA, about home now 1 to 2 a year. By the time you realize not much home. So 2 things na me Chelsea away performance good as again as Antico took a game against Lagos Cities the second half that 45 minutes you know. So on a panamine Zakito ya just now workers say if Kotoko don't take it serious say omo bad game no about fan say 2 halves na able and halves very very important say on to me approaching that is serious and that it deserves that. By the time omo realize one way you are playing against a team who normally do well away. By the time I know show and Chelsea coming to Kumasi on a good day, almost to Kumasi. So I expect Kotoko say this time around almost 30 game no from the start, almost starting halfway. Because Baba Yaya most of the time by second half and Oba when I did that glitch in the Bromo now more at me. So now was pay the team sheeter Zakito Okano if that's going to just all shots here. So you expect set team from the onset all out. Now the momentum now at least the last 3 games, including the FA Cup, ashe. So that winning mentality, build something. That momentum now edit that win no bano. Now bring the supporters no about to friend say almost safe no more and also just bring it that thing no back. So I expect them say Atletico Toko should start the game like almost second half performance against Accra Lagos Cities. If they do that, we are going to watch a match, a close contest, a slim score line, and I'm especially betting me a bomb. It can go either way. But I'll stick my neck for Asante Kotoko because I want to go home. But when you're careful, I'm making sure say I'm close on my ranks, no. Making sure say I'm approach with that and I make bam. They start with that one. The squad now, Zakito watch them, that squad now, later that's more form. Or won't go now coach switch to three back now. I think that a lot ultimate and subject to different nonsense they defend from the midfield. So the midfield does some work before it gets to the more last quarter now. So I expect Asante Kotoko to play well. But okay. All respect goes to Chelsea.
All right, Captain Medasi, Zach Medasi, Yenda Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Omase. Omune ne omude Amuzu K Herbal Mixture edi abedwa so. Say also na hawa obabo sumi bedura na ada na wadwendwene. Mekanfo Amuzu K Herbal Mixture edi amount. Amuzu garlic bitters esoboa ema moja no edi afurusane ewo nipadua ne mu yenti bomoden ema musa enka Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eno so waya adwuma na honam ne nyina ayemre ana wote bre ewo nipadua ne mu a Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ena wo hia. Amuzu Herbal Mixture for malaria, typhoid ena hawa edidie ho ayeden ede ama ne nyina no Amuzu Herbal Mixture eno ena wo hia. Frɛ Dr. Amuzu 0247 776743. P BKB group of companies omo ene brand new car batteries and afi car tires omo so ye ene yebenya bi eno ane se wo de BKB a kira kwan twen me de won krabata ne eba batudwa omo kofo on car batteries ene tires no e de free Turkey, Italy, Germany ene China, USA ho nyina mo bowura ho no makofa on car batteries ene car tires no mo de aba wo main office no ene Tafo Muslim Cemetery ni di hwe ne mu afodo ani che oforu kroma omo ewo ye bus stop omo no oforu krom police station ni di hwe ne mu Tafo ni road junction omo ho sa so abreman sawmill kunuma francho kwan so ena Santazi Zongo omo ben Panacea Pharmacy nti bomoden na fo ni kire PKB aso ye na koje o car batteries ene o car tires. Perfect skin and body therapy se pimple na how stretch marks na how kutwa na how akra na how furniture perfect skin and body therapy omo mfidie wanwaso a omo de abo maso a we nyina no mbeyi e de afiri ho omo obushen Abraham Junction ho na be hu perfect skin and body therapy. Cowbell Vital Rich Promasido Ghana Limited omo enede aba eko ede amankura no anopa wasore wayo onya okuku onya oti onya Tom Brown bomoden se wo de Cowbell begum na ahoden a edema nipaduanya asemketo ekwa vitamin A, B9, C, D3, D and K ni nyina no ewo Cowbell mutu moden na onsa entimi enka wo Cowbell John Vita infant cereal we kwade amankura na ebio na dwenim nti anopa bomoden so benya John Vita de ama enkura no infant cereal no madi omodru school no teacher for kire omade a omo amre na ade no atimi ewro mutim Ejaba jewelry gold eni majaba ena ejaba sunim gold etinesi edi gold eye bibidi ani nyina no edi ani ekire ejaba jewelry asoye koho na kokwaji gold DK events ena on the 29th of December ewo Micklin Hotel ye nyina ye kwa kutwa ehia ewo ho the legendary Nana Amachi Dede Nana Champon Amado ena fameye Tekis naba 200 Ghana cedi 300 Ghana cedi bra oyepa FM front desk unsabetimi akabi saso ena do ani kire Pure FM Angel FM Sumpa FM eho nyina no unsa ebetimi akabi odu ani ekire Micklin Hotel Poku Trading eho nyina benya ticket ni medical ka kire se 200 Ghana cedi 300 Ghana cedi odu ani ekire Starbite enwo Askwa Shell filling station Bokwa Shell filling station afa Anwaga Total filling station eho nyina no ubenya ticket bi hyene so said na 29 December 7 pm pepepepe na ye kwako bodem o Micklin Hotel akwagie ne yedemu sia na me yado mo kina ye be se hye bi
Washaba Electricals on Sisanda.
Amba on Sisanda yam. Na se de wonu se wotonto Star Bosch products. Papa bi ti se bulbs, cables ne nkania no. Se de atras akra. De akode konko a.
Owo fana hodo bi ti se Orient, Bajaj, Crompton, Havels, Powerkin. Eye papa, ukoton kwanche de bia. Emiefam wo.
Unim our rechargeable fan so chandelier light febe na wope. Empo LED light ahodo nyina bi. Ceiling, pendant, panel light, surface light, wall light, steady lamp, bedside lamp, garden lamp, sports light, LED solar light. Ne electrical cables wo wiase de.
No ankobo sheba electricals ubenya bi ato wo hen. Hey, go socket ni switches ahodo. Se double socket ni single socket USB wo mu.